Hi, so it's our 10-year wedding anniversary, and we just shot this amazing video together that was really good, but it was kind of raw and emotional in places. It went a lot deeper than I thought it was going to go. So I did want to just maybe warn you of that, and maybe there's some trigger warnings that need to happen. I'm not sure, but it gets deep and it's a really good conversation. Hope you enjoy it. Hello!
Hi!
Got a special guest.
Hi, I'm Laura Clary.
This would be a good one this week.
Because it's our 10-year
wedding anniversary. Oh, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to they should subscribe to the channel.
And click the button, the bell. There's a bell?
There is a bell, I never tell them about the bell.
Oh, make sure to click the bell.
You should do the bell. Do the bell!
Yeah, click the bell.
Click the bell. So, we've just been on a little lunch, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because it's our 10-year wedding anniversary.
Yeah, we've been married 10 years today.
Today.
May 17th.
When I went to get my visa, and you have to do a test to see if you're genuine in a genuine relationship, they asked me the date of our wedding, and I blanked. I couldn't remember it.
Yeah, and it was a really serious interview.
It really was.
To try so he could get his visa, and there was a lawyer present, and the lawyer literally looked at me before and she was like, don't talk so much, don't joke so much, this is serious.
Yeah, she told you to be
if they
quiet.
think you're faking this marriage for a visa, then you could go to jail, like literally. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna zip it. And then the woman who was interviewing us looked at Stephen and was like, okay, so what day did you get married?
What date?
And what date did you get married? And Stephen, there was like a long pause, and then he's like, sometime in May.
Wait,
Sometime in May.
First of all, if I was one of those people that was trying to scam the green card, that was the thing that I would remember.
Definitely.
And second of all, it just blocked out.
Yeah.
Mental block.
And then she was like, when in May?
Yeah.
And he's like, can't remember.
I did.
Can't remember. And then she goes and she's like, excuse me, I'll be right back. And she brings out this file. And it was like red, the file.
Yeah, it had a label on it that the lawyer knew was this is questionable label.
Yeah. And then she was like, well, tell me about your first date or something like that.
Yeah, and then you just took over.
I was like, let me tell you about the first time that Stephen kissed me. He was shaking. He was so nervous.
Not true. Like a man, I was manly. Took charge of the situation.
So then, of course, she starts laughing, and I start telling her in detail all of these funny things that happened to our relationship. So I totally ignored the lawyer's advice. Yeah. But the woman believed that we were a real couple.
She did.
And here we are 10 years later.
10 years later.
You were not deported that day.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
So that was like a
Although, this morning, we went to go tour Alfie's school.
Yeah, we did.
Potential school, which, yes, but we went to go tour a school for Alfie. And Stephen turns to me and goes, what's the date?
I did.
What's the date?
I did.
And then I said, it's our 10-year wedding anniversary.
I've got something weird. I'm not good at dates.
And then the assistant principal was like, he was just kidding. He knew that. He's got surprises for you later.
Yeah, and someone did get an anniversary present. Who was that? Who got the anniversary? Who got a present?
You got me. He got me like, how many? Was that 2 dozen?
24. 2 dozen.
2 dozen roses. They're beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
And I got breakfast in bed.
Yeah. What did Muggy
You
get?
got a
Nothing!
pack. Oh.
Well, anyway, I'm very upset about that. I'm not really. But so, we were just saying in the car that it feels a different relationship after 10 years.
Yes.
But in a good way.
Yes. Deeper.
Definitely deeper and definitely different from when you're first dating.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you're first dating, you never know what's going to happen. Which is exciting, but also a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. It's exciting because you have all the butterflies and that sort of, I remember we would text each other, and, I remember texting you a picture of like me lying in bed, like going to sleep now.
That's
and,
right.
And like with the apple next to the bed. I remember. Do you remember that?
I do remember
And we
that.
would text each other, and
Didn't you text me a nude picture?
I actually don't know that we weren't really big on that.
You did though.
We're very rarely, very rarely,
One time you did.
because it was not. It's never.
It was
really-
before all that, wasn't it? Before that was a thing.
Yeah, it wasn't like full. Was it fully?
No, I don't think it was. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah. You never sent me a dick pic.
No, I didn't.
God,
Never done that. I don't understand that.
no.
What goes through your mind as a man? Comment below if you are a man and you do it. Why?
Most women don't really want to see dick.
Well, who does?
Yeah. Whereas like a woman's body is really beautiful.
Yeah. But anyway, so we were saying that it's different because that. But then the downside of all that is you don't know. You feel unsafe in a way. Not unsafe, but insecure.
Yes. Yeah. And then you get married and there's a sense of security. But I think
which is
even
nice.
kids,
More.
even more so. For some people.
Yes.
Other people know. I think for us specifically, we can't really talk for anyone else. But for us, I feel like kids have
Right.
secured our relationship
Yes.
even more. Though I would say we've had struggles here and there in our relationship over the years.
I was going to say we've been through it though.
Relapses, you
Yeah.
know, there have definitely been.
We both relapsed.
Yeah.
I relapsed spectacularly and lost 10 years. You were going out a little bit at the beginning.
Very much I was, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We went through that. And
Those were hard. Those were hard times.
last year was very hard, I feel like.
Becoming parents, that changes our relationship entirely. That
Yes.
changed our relationship entirely.
Yeah, but it was always, I feel like it was good, but last year was definitely, because there was so many struggles last year. It was hard.
See, I felt like when we first had Alfie, that transition into being parents and what is our relationship and
Really?
what are our roles.
You found that weird? Oh, wow.
Yes, I found that to be the most difficult because suddenly we weren't sleeping. It wasn't about us.
Right.
It was about him. That
Yeah.
transition into parenthood, I
Right.
think, was one of the hardest times for us, but also one of the most beautiful.
Yeah, I don't remember that being that. Maybe I blotted it out.
Yeah.
Or maybe I didn't sleep enough and I can't remember it.
Yeah.
I remember that as being not a hard time.
It was beautiful, but it was also, I found, when both the kids were newborns, until you define your role and who's doing what, it can be a challenge.
Yeah.
But then once you work it out,
Yeah.
it's suddenly beautiful again because it's like, oh, you're doing nap time and I'm doing this. And,
Yeah.
and we have our roles and we don't feel like one person's doing the majority.
Yeah.
And right?
Yeah, no, definitely. And we talked about having a third one, but then
Yeah.
we think like at the moment it's one kid to one adult. Well, if you have three, then they can gang up on you for a start.
Yeah.
Imagine if they all ganged up.
I feel like 3 for us would be insane.
No, couldn't do it.
For some people, for some more sane parents, they could handle 4 or 5. We see
Yeah.
you guys in the comments all the time with
Yeah.
multiple kids.
Some people have a kid on the spectrum, have more than one kid on the spectrum. Some people have like 3 or 4
Yeah.
kids on the spectrum.
Yeah.
I suppose if you have one, if you have another one, you kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
So it's the fear of the unknown is worse than when you accept that you have a kid on the spectrum.
Yeah,
When you first think you have is because the unknown is very scary.
it is. And even still, right now with the whole school system, we have no idea, is he going to be in the PALS program for 2 years and then go to, like, what do you call it, general education? Or is he going to stay in special ed for the rest of his school years? We don't know.
Yeah.
There's so many unknowns, and it's just really about surrendering to what is. And
Yeah.
what is beautiful.
Yeah, and I think that our relationship's definitely stronger than it's
You
ever
do?
been now. Yeah.
You feel that?
Don't you think so?
I'm glad you do. I definitely do.
You don't?
Sometimes-
You don't.
Like, okay, sometimes I do, but then, like, for us, because we work during the weeks, and then on the weekends, you know, we really try to make it family time. But I've noticed that you have been extraordinarily stressed during the weekends, and you'll be like, I can't wait for the weekend to be over.
Yeah, it's just
and so then I try not to take it personally as like you don't want to be with our family.
No, it's not you. It's not you. It's because Alfie's been particularly crazy meltdown in the last couple of weekends, and I find it hard.
Yeah.
You're better at dealing with it, but I struggle with those meltdowns. I struggle.
Well, I have a theory that women are just... probably nothing new, but I've just noticed that women tend to, and there's always exceptions to this rule, but they tend to be more patient.
That was my theory.
Is it your theory?
Yeah, that's what I said the other day.
And that men tend to be more wanting to like hunt and gather, and like you're like, I just want to write music, like I can, you know, and you get flustered around the kids if they're, you know, being crazy.
Only when it's particularly crazy meltdowns, that I still struggle.
But then, so do you mean it when you say I can't wait for this?
No, I don't mean it. It's just you say it in the spirit, in the heat of the moment. But the last 2 weekends have been the most stressful parts of the week, of the whole.
But for you, I actually love.
You love it. That's what. Yeah, that's where we're different. I love being with them, but when they're going crazy, I don't know what to do. Like I don't know what to do. But that's what.
You can just walk away. Right. Walk away and let me take over then.
Yeah.
Because I think women are just tend to be, not always, more patient, and we have this really strong desire to be, obviously, with the kids who we carried for 9 months.
Yeah.
And you don't get as overwhelmed. It's not to say I never lose my temper. I have felt overwhelmed at times.
I don't lose my temper. I just get so flustered.
Yes, you get overwhelmed, and that also could be like an autistic trait
it could
for
be
you.
actually,
like you get. I thought that, which is why you and Alfie sometimes have that clash.
Yeah.
Because you both are on the spectrum.
I think that there's something to that.
You know.
Yeah.
So you both have that like sensory overload.
Yeah, it feels like a sensory overload when he's really screaming.
Right.
Are any of you on the spectrum? You've got kids on the spectrum, and do you find their meltdowns triggering? Interesting question.
Which they are for you.
Yeah, they are a little bit.
Yeah. But then that's okay too, to know that about yourself and know like you have me and you can walk away.
Yeah, but then I feel guilty if I walk away. Like you say, oh, you can go outside, and I'm like, well, I feel guilty if I go somewhere else.
I tell you all the time, I really mean it. I'd rather you do that than be so upset, because that's not good for you or anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm happy to hear that you think our relationship is stronger than ever.
I do.
I felt insecure over the weekends when you've been saying you can't wait for them to be over because that's our time.
Well, I was half joking about that. I was half like, oh God, I can't wait. But it was half like just exasperation. I didn't mean it.
See, then, yeah. And also, I should say, too, and I really try to not take it personally. Like, this is not about that you don't love me anymore.
No.
It's just like...
Are you crazy?
I know.
That's crazy. I didn't know
my
that
insecurity, when you say that, makes me feel like, oh, you don't want to be...
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah. So that's good. I'm glad we're all talking about it. But also, I should say, we get to spend time and we work together. We've just been writing kids songs, you guys. So we're making these epic pop kid songs.
They're really good.
That have,
I'm really excited about
colors, numbers, just really fun, well-produced songs for kids.
It's been fun, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been so much fun. So we get to be creative together.
That's the other thing about our marriage is we both work on the same creative things, and that's more exciting than the beginning of a relationship to me. Making a piece of art together.
Totally.
Or a song or whatever. I love that.
Yeah, it is. It's always exciting.
Yeah. See?
We do have so much fun.
Never a dull moment.
No. And I would say that overall we bring out the best in each other.
Definitely. Yeah.
That TikTok I sent you, did you see that?
Oh, you did send me a TikTok and I can't remember what it was because that was in our air conditioning last night.
Hold on. Let me show them. I thought it was really funny, and I think this will be an interesting question for you to ask your significant other.
Yeah, I didn't watch it because the air conditioning broke.
Wait, you didn't even watch it?
I didn't really have a chance.
Let me show you. There you are. Message. Okay. Okay.
The more awakened a woman is, the more she will trigger you. Listen, if a woman doesn't trigger you and only makes you feel comfortable, then it means she's afraid of losing you. An awakened woman is more concerned about her heart's safety and you stepping into your true power than her fear of losing you. And that is a woman you want, because with her, you can truly grow.
Yeah, definitely. You're definitely that. Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, it is uncomfortable sometimes because we're having to negotiate this stuff together. Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. I agree with that anyway.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought that was, and then I sent that video to him and I was like, do I trigger you?
Oh, did you say that?
Yes.
Oh, no, I didn't, because it was right when I was calling serviceman for the air conditioning.
But I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah,
right?
that is interesting. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, because you see people in relationships where they're just comfortable, and very often they don't seem that happy.
Or they're
bored.
scared to confront their partner
Yes.
about behavior that they're not.
Yes, well, you
okay with.
definitely do that.
But actually, you do it with me too.
I do.
And you've done it with me.
I
for
have
years.
a couple of times.
Yeah. You've absolutely said. In fact, you said something the other day and I don't want to blame my ADHD. I want to take accountability regardless of why I do it. But it was something about that I talk over you. And
That's right. Yeah.
But it's things that I'm not. See, I did it again.
You did. Actually, you've got way better with that since I said it. So I'm glad I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be talking, we'd be in a group of people, and I'd be talking, and you just completely talk over me, and I'd be like,
That's terrible.
It is, right?
And I didn't even realize I was doing it. But see, if you were scared of losing me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, you would have tried to just, I gotta keep her happy.
Yeah.
But because you're more concerned with keeping your heart safe.
Yes.
And
right, I see. Yeah.
Right? You tell me, and then I can change, or it's also, it feels like a safe space.
Yes.
To tell me that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think that's important too.
Yeah.
Like, having a safe space to come, even saying like, I felt insecure over the weekends because you didn't seem happy.
Yeah.
But it's also not trying to not make it about me.
Yeah.
But you could be having an sensory overload.
Yeah.
And which makes sense.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Yeah. But I think overall, we're not, he's not my other half. I'm not his other half. We're two whole people who have come together to inspire each other, support eeach other, and bang it out. Like that's basically...
Especially on your anniversary.
That's basically it, isn't it? To support each other, encourage each other, and help one another grow.
Yes, we definitely do that, I think. And it is a less comfortable ride than just trying to make the other person happy all the time.
Totally.
Yeah.
Which leads to resentment.
Yes. That's true.
He wouldn't let me get away with in the beginning. I was too scared to post any of my comedy, and he was so hard on me in a way about working through that fear and doing it. But I needed that.
I knew you would be good at it.
Yeah. And then you've really, I feel like you as a parent is pretty incredible to see too.
I'm trying my hardest, but sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing a good job, but I'm doing my best.
Stephen is Alfie's main advocate. Stephen has taken
I am with this,
like,
with all
big time.
with all that stuff.
Yeah.
I am good at that. I do feel like I'm doing a good job.
You're amazing at that.
Yeah.
And I'm more like good at teaching them.
Yes,
cuddling
you're
them.
brilliant at teaching them everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Wow, look at us 10
years later.
That's crazy.
2 kiddos.
10 years.
2 kiddos. 10
And 2
years.
kiddos. We have our dream house.
Yeah, we do.
Doing what we love.
Yeah.
And such a gift of sobriety.
Yes. Yeah.
None of this. The kids are married.
No.
us doing our dream job, making art for a living.
Yeah.
None of this would have been possible without our sobriety.
Definitely not.
Which I think we also helped each other with.
Yeah,
I remember
big time.
in the beginning when I was relapsing a lot when we were first together, I would come over to you high sometimes. Did you even notice?
No? When?
Like when we were first newly together and I was in and out. There were a couple times I was snowed up coming over.
No.
You didn't notice that?
Coming over to my... No, and I didn't say anything?
You didn't notice. It was when I was relapsing. Like early on. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. In 18th Street. I think like once or twice.
Did you do drugs at 18th Street?
I don't think I did them there.
When I was in the room?
No, because I hid it. Because I was in, out, in, out. When we met, I was 59 days sober. That's nothing. Then I got 6 months. Then I relapsed. I think it must have been around that time
Right.
that I came over. I remember one time I was on something.
Whoa, and I didn't even notice.
No.
What did we do?
I can't even say it out loud. Oh my God. No, too personal. But anyway, that was a tough time. Why were we talking about this?
I don't know.
Why were we talking about this? What? Gosh. Sobriety. None of our life would be possible without it.
That's true, it's true.
Oh, yeah. So I relapsed, and I know they say never get sober for someone else, and you have to put your sobriety before everyone else, but I did get sober for you, because I didn't want to lose you.
Oh.
And then I stayed sober for myself.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
I did get sober
Yeah.
because I knew I was going to lose you.
And I think I got sober the second time because I didn't want to lose you when after those 10 years, because that was my main motivation for getting back into the program.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah.
They say you're not supposed to.
But it does work sometimes.
Yeah.
For the beginning.
Yes. I feel like you were my driving force.
Anyway. Yes. Happy 10 years.
Happy 10 years. You silly bum bag.
You're a silly bum bag.
Oh my god. You gotta get back to the little silly bum
Little
bags.
buggers. I want to find out what that thing was as well.